Hello. To those of you who have never seen one of my videos before, I'm AmazzonKane. I'm a writer. I'm obsessed with Anaconda. I do rewatch videos such as this one, and my ultimate goal is to run an official reboot of the series, and you can even see what that would look like on my channel, as I organized a small team to revamp the theme song. This week's episode is Firmafoam.
Which means I get to watch my inventor dad invent stuff all day.
Awesome. Another episode of Angela bonding with her dad.
Angela scores! Good one! Woo-hoo! Go, Angela! Isn't Bring Your Child to Work Day the best, Cordy Reinhardt?
Not for me, Angela Anaconda. My dad is the high school coach. Instead of spending all day at our school, I'll be spending all day at his school.
Aw.
Well, look on the bright side. Maybe you'll get to see your dad pop someone's dislocated shoulder back into place.
That's the bright side?
Yes. Because he's helping people and violence.
Too hard, Dad. Or you will have nothing for me to watch you invent tomorrow.
I guess Corey's nervous about being around all the bigger kids and all.
Child to work day.
But I guarantee he and his dad are probably going to have a bonding day.
Work all day.
Sorry, Angel Wings, but I won't be inventing tomorrow. I'm scheduled to make sales calls all day.
Sales calls?
I'm a salesman too, honey. And lucky for you, tomorrow I'll be selling a fantastic new product. Not like last week when I was selling those dancing pig statues.
Firmafoam?
Watch this, Angelfish. It expands to 15 times its original size and then
Cool.
hardens like a rock. Here, check it out.
Nice! Something for her to take her frustrations out on.
Besides hitting with a bat.
Firmafoam's got 101 uses. This stuff is so amazing it practically sells itself. You and I are gonna have a ball, partner. Oops.
So now it is Take Your Child to Work Day, and I am on my way to work. We are placing sales calls to Gina Lash's mom, Ms. Lash, and Jimmy Jamal's dad, Mayor Jamal.
Can anyone here
Protest.
use a can of Firmafoam?
What flavors does it come in?
It doesn't come in flavors, Gina.
Of course you'd eat it.
None of it's not edible, but it does have 101 other uses.
Can it save an historical landmark from the clutches of greedy developers?
Well, I don't...
Can it tear down a 200-year-old sinking building that is completely unsafe?
Tapwater House is an irreplaceable piece of our town history.
It is doing a little bit more than one of these Captain Planet-style stories. And fortunately, it tends to keep this subplot in the background because it really was a cliche around this time. Also, the vehicles and backgrounds are really nice in this one. Oh, a different location.
Johnny Abadi, what are you doing?
Oh no, the
My
pizzas!
parents said I could go to work with my Uncle Nicky. We're delivering pizzas. But mostly Uncle Nicky talks to women, and I end up smelling like cheese.
My dad and I are making sales calls.
Sales calls? How very ordinary.
Oh boy.
Manoir, what are you doing here?
My daddy owns the building. Sing Ati is très important, which is French for I think
Yikes.
you are supposed to use the service entrance.
Penthouse, please.
We'll use any entrance we want, Nitty Poo. On account of selling stuff is just as important as doing whatever it is your un-French father does.
Yeah! Hey, Uncle Nicky, can we play the funny noises in the elevator game? Know what, Johnny?
Whoa!
This delivery's kinda special. More of a man's job. You go with Angela.
And that's how the porno starts.
Hey, going my way, lady?
Well, kids, what do you say we sell us some Firmafoam?
Yay!
Poor Johnny.
See,
He gets
Firmafoam
sexiled a lot, I'm sure.
rapidly, then harden like a rock. I'm telling you, it's got 101 uses. Need to fix a desk that wobbles?
Oh no.
Need a handy shelf for knickknacks?
Oh, need some cream in your coffee? Huh? Sorry.
Damn it, Johnny!
Firmafoam is a fantastic product. One tiny squirt expands to many times its original size.
Yeah, what?
No, Angela, wait.
Yikes.
Ow! Which is why you can't live without this amazing product. The applications
Oh, hey.
are endless. You can use it in the office, at home, on your boat, in your car.
Hey, Angela, I just sprayed a bunch of thermofoam down the toilet.
God damn it, Johnny.
Well,
Oh, that poor
I think we've
janitor.
taken up enough of your time.
Oh, hey. Uncle Nicky's
This
girlfriend.
is my last chance of the day. I really need to make this sale. So I'm going to need you two to be on your absolute best behavior.
You can count on us, Dad.
I knew I could.
Huh?
Hi,
Oh, Johnny.
I'm here to see Mr. Manoir.
Mr. Manoir? Mr. Manoir?
Oh. This is why he didn't
Fine,
tell her.
That's old sport. I'm busy trying to sort out this tap water house mess. Say, Princess, why don't you keep your friends here company?
If I must, Daddy, but don't be too long. Girls who have fathers with boring jobs are often boring themselves. I'm sure you've had a truly boring day, Angela.
Also, Mr. Manoir's kind of funny. I love his design. I think his voice is funny.
I have done today. 10 a.m. Pedicures and facials in the executive suite. 11 a.m. Daddy helped me choose next year's Christmas present from the Pony Store. Noon, 2-hour lunch at Le Grand Cafe. And that was just the first half of our day.
That doesn't sound like
How is
real
some of this stuff
work.
not
At least
aged at
Johnny
all?
Body and I were helping my dad do his job.
I blew up a toilet. Ow.
Well, I happen to
Johnny's
be doing
funny.
real work, too. I learned how to operate all this office equipment. I can even work the shredder. I'll show you.
You know what, Nanette? We believe
I'm getting
you.
some
You
ideas
don't
for the
have to
revenge
show us.
fantasy.
We're just supposed to sit here and not cause any trouble on account of that's what we're supposed to do.
Nonsense. My superiority is nothing to feel inferior about. Now, let me just find some useless documents I can shred. Ah, perfect. Watch and learn.
No, Nanette! Those are my dad's important order forms for orders.
Et voila.
And she put the clipboard in there, too.
Angela, Anna.
Fucking Annette.
What in tarnation is going on out here?
Hi, Dad.
Look what you've done to my office.
Really, Angela? You must
God
not
damn
do
it,
that to
Nanette.
people's property.
And to think I almost did business with you.
but,
The sale is off. Be grateful I don't sue you, Anaconda. Now out.
Anaconda!
So you are going to let me take the blame for your mess, are you? Well, maybe it is you who needs some help around the
Alright,
office,
this is a well-deserved revenge fantasy. I'm excited.
Looking through your appointment book, Ninny Poo.
Also,
Looks like
hey.
it's time for your 11 o'clock pedicure.
Glasses.
Which will be performed by my petty dog, King. Angela, help me! Get this disgusting mongrel away from my delicate feet!
I have a feeling that the internet would like that too much.
Not Ninny Ward, for it is time for your 12 o'clock. Seeing as Johnny is here to give you a facial, and with your favorite skin toner, photocopy toner.
This could be more violent.
You look so beautiful.
Okay, that's pretty
You need
good.
some copies to show your friends. On
That's
second
funny.
thought, one of you is already more than enough. Besides, we don't want you to be late for your 1 o'clock. Don't fret, swimming Nin. For Johnny a body
Not
will
bad.
have you out in a ninny second.
Oh, they could have put her in the shredder. Needed a lot more violence.
Angela, Anaconda, look what you've done to my daddy's model.
Hey, look what you've done to my model. You know, that stuff might just do the trick.
huh?
My construction company was hired to tear down Tapwater House, but I'll bet if we use enough of this Thermofoam, we could reverse the sinking and make Tapwater House safe again. Everyone will be happy.
I
One of the
told you
101
it's got
uses.
101 uses.
Anaconda, you're a genius.
I love the way he says that. Anaconda.
And while you're at it, put me down for a case of those dancing pigs. What say we discuss this over coffee, huh, Bill? Old
I kind of like Mr.
Use
Manoir.
the stuff for creamer.
I I couldn't have done it without you, Angelfish. Having you with me today has been the best thing ever.
Oh, Angela bonding with her dad.
Excusez-moi, which is French for, can I get a little help here?
I don't think that secretary works.
Angela Anaconda, look what you've done to my shoes! They got stupid foam all over them!
I told you Firmafoam was good for 101 things. 102 if you count trapping pests.
It is kind of interesting throughout the show because you see Angela's dad as an inventor, and how good he is seems to vary. As for characters, it is always nice seeing Angela bond with her dad. It is always fun to see them get along. It's nice to see that she has a positive relationship in her life, and her dad's a really even-keel guy. I like that. The show could use some balance, and it's nice to see it's nice to see a nice heartfelt relationship in the show, especially because you got Angela and Gordy, and now you have Angela and her dad. It's interesting because it's not always clear how good an inventor he's supposed to be, but maybe that's just the trial and error. It's definitely implied he has that day job as a salesman. Also, some of his inventions work, some of them are disasters, but I like the fact that he keeps going. I like the fact that he is still putting his mind to it, and he has mixed results, but that's true when creating anything, which I think is pretty cool. And then I wish there was a little more of Angela's mom as an artist. You don't really get nearly as much of that, and I think it could have been explored a lot more. I strangely do love Mr. Manoir. He's funny. I love his design. I love his big mustache that moves instead of a mouth. I love his 50s voice. I love the way he says, Anaconda! It's funny. I think he's somebody, while he definitely indulges Nanette, he does seem like a likable character. Sometimes he's a rich jerk, but he has a positive side too, which is really fun. So he can be both a jerk, but also a really fun character, which is great to see. Let's see. Jokes were just fine in this episode. I think the funniest stuff was with Johnny. I actually feel like some of the side characters were really, really underused. I feel like they could have done more with Johnny, and they could have done more with Gordy. Although they do quite a bit with Gordy, but still they could have given the side characters, a little more focus. And Gina, as you know, she could have been developed more and used more. At least more fleshed out. There's so much potential with these characters, and I think... Oh, and of course, Uncle Nicky's always a riot. And those two secretaries, or his two girlfriends, they're kind of funny working off each other. I wonder how his pizza party went. Yeah. The Revenge Fantasy was really, really tame. And this is definitely one where Nanette absolutely deserves the vengeance, and it could have gone further with it. I think they could have put her in the shredder, or Angela could have just slammed the copier down on her head repeatedly. The different pictures were kind of funny. I think the toner was kind of tame. Maybe I'm just savage, need more bloodlust. But in this one, the Revenge Fantasy seemed tamer than what Nanette actually does, because Nanette's really quite manipulative here, and actively screws Angela's family out of potential profits, and especially for a middle, possibly working class family, they're middle class. So, man, some of the rich kid jokes and how entitled, spoiled rich kids are, I think that's definitely stuff that's still relevant. So, and that's always kind of fun to see in characters because you can do so much with it. Overall, I think it was a fun episode. It had some good moments. I think it could have been funnier, but at the same time, it is still a fun story. You do get to see different locations. You do get to see Angela bonding with her dad. You get to see Johnny hanging out with them. Nanette's a little shit. You get to see you get some well-deserved vengeance, even if it could have been upped and exaggerated even more. But overall, it's a cute episode.